So here we have the Ajoosos X48 scooter, and it's a pretty nice scooter, and I'm pretty happy with it. It's a little review kind of talking about what's going on with the whole thing here, and yeah, we'll get into it. So basically, what we got here is a nice scooter from Walmart. It was $8.99 when I bought it. I don't know how the Chinese tariffs are impacting Canada, but they may be also a little bit more money nowadays with that happening. But basically what you got in here is 3 different power modes that you will see later on in the video, me describing different levels of speed that you get with these. Here's kind of the front view of the scooter. As you can see, it's got a pretty nice look, and it has a very nice front headlight that's quite bright. Helps be seen in traffic when moving around. It's got the dual front shocks, pretty nice. Not super high clearance, but a decent amount. Going over speed bumps is not an issue, along with 2 other rear shocks in the back. It also has 2 pieces of sandpaper or grip tape for keeping your feet stable, and it came with another piece as well. So that's pretty cool that it came with another, piece that in case these fall off, you can add another one on there. That's pretty awesome. And over here, this is how you turn the lights on and off. Little switch like that, and this is your turning signal. They light up right here on the side of the scooter right there, and there is also a horn right underneath the turn signal there. This is kind of what the display looks like here. Comes with a keyed ignition, so we will start it up right now, turn it on, and hold the power button for a couple seconds. It does a slight little display, and then it shows you that. So as you cycle through the gears here, you press mode, and 1 through 3, and that's kind of how that looks, and it comes in miles. Also, when pressing I believe the power button, you can kind of change your trip here. So that's like your single trip when you start your journey till when you end. It shows you how many miles that is. The odometer, I've gone a total of 78.2 miles total on this bad boy so far. Pretty cool. You kind of have to push off in order for it to take off. The next clips will be of me riding it and showing you a first-person view with the GoPro. Ajoosos X48 scooter. I'm going to have a quick little rip and review about it, let you know all the good details. So we got, first off, I guess 3 power modes in the display here, and it's got a thumb throttle or finger throttle, and then a reverse brake. So you got your back brake on the left side. Just gonna do a quick little rip here. Quick little rip. It's nice. It's about 4 o'clock now, so sun's going down a bit, but that's not a problem. And we got lights on this bad boy, so if it does get dark, turn those on. Oh, look at that. Green lights. Go keep this bike here. See how fast we're going here. As you can see, scooter overtakes the bikes, no problem. Slight little uphill that we're going up here. Just going fine, not a problem for the scooter. It's not really on a full charge because I had to film this a couple times because the GoPro wasn't quite capturing like what I really wanted. So unfortunately I had to come and redo this same route a few times, but that's okay. Yeah, see what it's all about here. See how it handles and what my review is. I definitely think it's great for little short commutes. Not too sure how I feel about it for really long commutes. The battery doesn't really last that long, so kind of a downside for it. But brakes pretty good. Brakes are pretty good. Test them out here. Front brake. There's that guy. We're stopping. We're stopping. And we're going. Here's a hill. Check out that hill. Here we got some manholes on the ground. You can maneuver between those, no problem. Real easy on this guy, very maneuverable. Weave in and out of anything that might be in the way. And so yeah, with the 3 power modes, I think you get capped off on power mode. On level 1, you get capped off at about 15 miles an hour. My display's in miles an hour right now, so that caps you off about there. And number 2, I think, caps off at about 25 miles an hour. So that's pretty good. And then number 3, they're advertising it at about 35 miles an hour, but for some reason I can't seem to get it up to that high. Might be a little bit of false advertising, or you just might need to be a little bit lighter than I am, because I weigh a decent amount. I weigh like 185-ish, so I'm only ever able to get it up to about 30. So see what we can do here. There's a little spot I'm going to test on top speed run, but just first of all, we're going to check out how it looks as we rip through the park. There's a little bench up here. I'm just gonna step off for a second, try to fix the seat, because it's Seems to be the only kind of issue I have with this scooter. The seat likes to go down on me. I'm just gonna have a little park here and fix that issue. So yeah, one of the things that may have happened like in the shipping, I'm not sure if you can see there with the GoPro angle, but there's a little chip that kind of happened right here on this ring. There's like a little ring, kind of chipped. So the seat, as you can see, is scratching. It's scratching quite a bit there, and it keeps going down on me. It's very annoying, but I mean, it's not the worst, not the end of the world. Just gotta fix it occasionally. I'm sure that probably would not happen if, you know, you were a little bit of a lighter person. Probably wouldn't be an issue at all. And or if that ring never broke in the first place, it probably would also not be an issue. But shipping, you know, that's part of it. Sometimes they ship you stuff and it gets banged up in the truck. So how it is. Anyways, here we are, beautiful park, Victoria, BC, Canada, and it's called Beacon Hill Park. So we're going on what I call the loop, and we can give it a little boost in power here. See level 3 there, and I'm wearing a chesty, so it's on my chest, so can't really move around too much, but we'll see what we can do. Get some ducks here. I'll get the ducks as we go by. See all of the wildlife in this park. It's kind of what the park's known for. A squirrel right there, and a peacock even. There's a peacock right there. So we get a lot of tourists in the summertime. Everybody likes to come here and check out all the animals and stuff. And who is to blame them? It's pretty epic. And then obviously there's a Beacon Hill, like kind of children's farm right there. Right here we have a nice little kind of straightaway, so we can get some speed here. Let's see what we can achieve here. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Oh yeah, there we go. 29. She's speedy. She got some speed to her. She got some speed, that's for sure. Look around here. Just kind of not paying attention to the signage, because it's just kind of more of like my speed route, as I call it. It's a little test. You can kind of test stuff on. How fast am I going? So yeah, beautiful park here, as you can see. Beautiful green grass, and we got some cherry blossoms coming in already. It's a nice park. Usually it's pretty popular in the summertime, so it's nice to come around, you know, different times of the year where you can do stuff more like this and not feel like you're getting in anybody's way. And the park guys aren't after you, so definitely a fun thing to do. Got a little speed there. I see 25 there. I'm gonna hit a little front brake and a turn. Now I can do a little more downhill speed route here. That's kind of fun. I like to go against right up against the turn there, like a moto racer. See your speed right there. Those guys are looking at me, they're like, what the heck's that kid doing? Definitely chilly out here, man. It is cold. I really wish I had another jacket. That's okay. Whoa, number 3, baby. That third level is just like, it's got some power to it, honestly. It's got some power. Usually just ride number 2 because it doesn't push the battery as bad. Number 3 is where it's at, dude. Number 3 is where it's at. Kickstand now. What's going on down there? So yeah, I guess other things about the scooter is I have a size 11.5 shoe, and definitely the area where I put my feet is pretty small. So I would like to say that I might be at the size limit for this. I'm about 6 foot guy, so that's another thing to take in mind. And now we can test out this uphill little slope that's happening right here. So basically, what I was mentioning last time I recorded this was that definitely pooches the battery pretty hard. Definitely pooches the battery if you're going up the hill with just the throttle. So one thing to keep in mind as well, sometimes it might be better to use a lower power grade, but I'm just testing it right now. And yeah, I lost some speed during that uphill there. I had to brake. You can see as soon as you start braking it during the uphill, you lose your momentum pretty quickly there. And I'm about at half power level there. Let's see with this guy. I had to do some pushes there because it's too much uphill for the poor scooter. So another thing is if you're at a full stop at an uphill, you're really not going to get too much takeoff ability. The scooter doesn't have too much of a fast kind of takeoff, but once it gets up to speed, it seems to then kind of kick off again, kind of has like a second boost once it starts going, as you can see here now. So kind of cool. Take a little turn here, power through the turn there, back to level 3.
Leaning back here a little bit, trying to show you guys it all. But yeah, big van for $8.99 from Walmart. This scooter is definitely one I would recommend. But basically best for, you know, small commutes, stuff like that, when you're just gonna go and grab something from the store, put it in your backpack, nothing too crazy, nothing too wild. Here we go. So we'll stop. Light change in here. Take a little push off. 3 here. Gonna hit this bump with a little more speed and see how that does. See how the suspension handles the bump here. A little more speed. We go through it. Oh yeah, fine. Yeah, the suspension on the back and the front, plus this a little bit on the seat, really do take it. I did bottom out already though on one small, like, you know, coming off that curb like that. You know, when you come off of a curb and you hit the ground, it did bottom out on a small bit. So, other thing to keep in mind there. Other thing to keep in mind. But yeah, as you come to the end here, it'll be a quick little test. I definitely would recommend it. I think it was a very fun scooter, especially for like a starter scooter for sitting down and stuff. It is very, very fun. And it's got a cool look to it. It's got, like, you know, the red stripes and the black, plus the street tires. You can kind of see what's happening there, but it's got some serious underglow happening. It's pretty sick. We're just gonna do a small little rip here to demonstrate a little bit of night riding and see what the GoPro can capture. I have to kind of be sneaky here, kind of in the middle of the actual street here, so sneak over here. And as you can see, not too bad at all. Not too bad. That's pretty good on the hills and stuff, so we'll rip it over here and see what we can do. Oops, trying to turn on the signal. I accidentally hit the horn. A little downside about the horn being right by the signal is that it is very easy to hit the horn. Quite easy to do that by accident. Quite sure where this even goes, but just doing a little night demonstration to show you guys what it's like to maybe ride the scooter at nighttime, in case you know some people have night jobs and stuff like that, or whoa, coming off from the night shift kind of thing, and it might be dark out where you live. So this is what it might be like. If you might be thinking about buying one of these, that's kind of the whole idea, because I was looking into buying one and I found literally no information online about this stuff. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll just be the first person to kind of make one of the videos about it and show everybody what it's like. So here you guys go. Now we're repping it at 25, 26 on the straightaway. Turn on the blinkers. Turning on the blinkers. If you can see down there, back up this street here, and there's another little hill here, so we're ripping up that hill on number 2, and it is pretty much eating the hill, no problem. It's not an issue for it. Like I said, when you got this thing on max charge, it really is peppy. So I turn in here, right up into traffic here, right up into traffic. So yeah, you can kind of do stuff like this. It's pretty easy, especially with the blinkers on and the lighting. People definitely see you. Light's nice and bright. Whoops, not paying attention. My bad. And then yeah, you know, you just rip it up. Rip it up like you normally would. Quick little rip. Yeah, that is the Ajoosos X48 scooter at nighttime kind of view, and it's pretty good. Definitely a fan. As you can see, it's got some good black backlight there, and if you hold that, it lightens up more, so that's kind of cool to see as well. Very easy for commuting, and it does have underglow and the horn plus the turn signal. So all in all, I think it is a great purchase and a very fun scooter to ride around. And I think my friends seem to enjoy it, you know. Anyways, thanks guys for watching, and see you later.